Today, we are looking at ninjas, the new combos that you can play in Darkwing Blast. Are they good? Are they worth your time? Are you a fan of ninjas? We're going to explore that here today. Now, I want to put a disclaimer, I'm not trying to flame anyone. I've been looking at a lot of people like comboing with the new ninja stuff, and it seems like everyone's go-to bread and butter is going to be Upstart Golden Ninja, plus a copy of a trap. However, you're not always going to have that, so we have to explore other combo lines, which I'm going to showcase to you today. I'm just going to give you guys a brief deck profile, because I think like the deck gets just way better once they get that old man ninja that gets to book 2 cards on the field, and if it's your opponent's cards, they can't flip it face up anymore, so that is a legitimately really good card, especially when you pair it with the Daruma Cannon, and you pair it with the new Ninjutsu Art Trap card. But that aside, let's look into the deck first. So, you guys asked to see a ninja deck. Here's the ninja deck that's currently a work in progress. Feel free to comment below on what to improve, but since you guys asked me to show you this, I'm asking in return that you guys hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and ding that notification bell. Can you guys do that for me? Appreciate you guys. Anyways, let's get to this list, and then we can jump into the combo. And the first thing to talk about is triple Hanzo. Why am I playing triple? Because it lets you combo. That's it. Like, it combos with Tabari. I'm surprised no one showcased the Tabari stuff. I mean, like, these two together literally does the same stuff as Upstart Golden Ninja plus a trap card. So that's the first combo that we're going to showcase is the Tabari one. Next piece here, Apex Heavy. This one is a brick. I would replace it with yugioh once yugioh comes out, so then I can just maximize just on ninja names and playing flip-flop ninjas. We have one Getsuga Shogun. This is your double Monster Reborn. If you Monster Reborn this Reborn, then you put in defense mode, it becomes a triple Reborn, which is just insane value, and it's also part of your combo piece. It's one of your key parts of the combo anyway. We have also one Kagero, one Baku. Baku is also a brick, so don't open it. Triple Mitsu, because Mitsu is an extender, also a monster effect negator. And we have Tabari. Tabari helps you extend with the Hanzo. Again, first combo we're going to showcase is there. Renault is going to add back your Living Fossil or your Iron Digger, depending on which one, but if you already open with Renault in your hand, then Isolde's going to summon out Fire Flint Lady, so you can special summon out your Renault. And Fire Flint Lady is also a combo piece. If you open, say, Hanzo, Fire Flint Lady, that's a combo, but that's a small combo that you can actually still build a board. Not the best board, but you'll still have something to play and you can interact with your opponent. Versus if you open that with a Mitsu, that's a completely different story now. Now you actually full combo again. And then we have Marauding Captain over the Goblinberg, because Goblinberg doesn't let your Hanzo go off, because Goblinberg goes to defense position after your Hanzo gets summoned out, and therefore you don't get to add any monsters. And then we have Jogen and Kagen as your Pendulum summon, so it gives you follow-up against your opponent. And then for spell cards, Call by the Grave, one Rhoda, Monster Reborn, the best extender. We have one Art Notebook. This one's okay. It's like more of a going second card, to be honest. I did tune this more for going second a little bit. We have one Hidden Village just to recycle your notebook, and then we have Living Fossil, one Iron Digger. You don't need any more of these equips. If you load it with equips, your Upstart Golden Ninja is gonna suck. You're gonna have weird bricks, Tabari, Golden Ninja, Mitsu with a bunch of equips. It's a sad image, okay? But just remember, this particular equip turns it into a ninja, so you get to use them as a ninja. And then we have Prosperity, triple copies of that just so that we get good quality draws. Traps, we have double Dancing Leaves, one Transformation, triple Imperm, so we can give our trap count a bit of an increase, and triple Evenly Match. Once again, even if you go first with this, you can ditch it into the graveyard for your Golden Ninja, so that's the whole point of that. As for the extra deck, why is it all doubled up? It's mainly for Kashtira. If Kashtira rips any of these, you still can do your combo, and that's why we're doubling up. Aside from that, if you want to ignore Kashtira, you still need 2 Mazen, you probably still need 2 Skulldread, but you can just use 1 Zelantis, 1 Cross Sheep, and 1 Isolde. Hopefully Isolde doesn't get ripped, but if you're really afraid of Isolde getting ripped, then probably play 2 Isolde. Like, the other ones doesn't hurt as much, but I would still recommend getting 2 Mazen. As for the rest of it, Appaloosa is just regular standard boss, 1 Saizo, and typically the stuff at the end here are the stuff I kind of throw away, except for the Appaloosa. If I'm opening board, Appaloosa's fine. That's kind of it for the deck. If I get to, like, yugioh, I'm probably going to play Daruma Cannon plus more copies of the Fallen Leaves. Since Daruma plus the Fallen Leaves, you get to book their monster mid-combo and take it over, summon your own Hanzo, get yourself a search. It's pretty fun. And you can also wipe your opponent's board. So that's kind of the line. I don't really have a side deck for you. So let's get into the combo now. Okay, so for this combo, it's fairly simple. This is the reason why we maxed out Tabari and Hanzo. We're going to activate Tabari and summon out Hanzo. Like, what, you're wasting Tabari so soon? Yes, a lot of the Upstart combos, they start later on with the Hanzo summon with the Tabari. We can start it much earlier in this one. We're rearranging the combo. That's why this combo is flexible. We're going to be adding Kagero. Okay? So for Kagero, we're going to normal summon out the Kagero. And we're going to activate Kagero's effect, target the Tabari, summon the Tabari face down. This part makes sense. Next, we're going to go into Isolde. And we're going to revive our Hanzo very shortly. And the way that we're going to revive our own Hanzo is that we're going to add, first of all, Kagen, because we're going to Pendulum Summon. Before the end of this, we are going to Pendulum Summon. We're going to activate Isolde. We're going to send one, send the Iron Digger. If Iron Digger is in your hand, then send the other one, then you get a free extender anyway. And we're going to go for Renault. Renault activates. We're going to add to our hand our Iron Digger. We're going to use all of Iron Digger's effects right here. We're going to equip it to whichever monster that we can equip to. Maybe get a pop if it's your opponent controls a monster and just equip to their monster and pop their monster. And then we're going to banish the Hanzo for the cost. And then we're going to pop the Iron Digger. Activate Iron Digger's effect. And yes, we're going to now summon the Hanzo so that we have enough bodies to keep pushing. So we're going to summon it in face down defense position. And yes, we're not getting the body here, but what we're doing here is we're going to go into Cross Sheep, and then we can go contact Fuse into Mason. And we're going to activate the Cross Sheep, and there we have it. We got to the Hanzo, 3 monsters with a Link 2, which means that we can go into Saryuja with a Getsuga, which gives us the double reborn. So now we're going to special summon the Saryuja using the Cross Sheep, Mason, and the Hanzo. And Saryuja, you know, we could have used Pot of Prosperity, so we don't get the draw anyway, so the 3 material is more than enough. We're going to activate the Saryuja and summon out the Getsuga in attack position, super important. Activate this with the double reborn, get back the Mason and the Hanzo. We're going to get Baku with this Hanzo summon. So summon out the Hanzo, summon out the Mason. If they interact with you here, cool. If they don't, whatever, because Mason would be able to trigger and get yourself another monster onto the field. From here, we're going to add, again, let's say Baku. We're going to get Baku here. Baku's effect. Yeah, and that's why opening Baku is a bit of a brick, because you really just want to search Baku to get that free Baku summon. So Baku here, but even if you get Baku, it's fine. You could probably get Mitsu instead. You just rearrange your combo some more. Here, we're going to add Kagero back to our hand. We don't want the equip spell. We don't want Tabari. Those are a bit burned. And this one can still get summoned out through Pendulum Summoning. And that's what we're trying to set up right now. Now, with this many bodies here, what we're going to be focusing on is we're just going to jump into resetting our entire field with Zelantis. So we link summon Zelantis, activate Zelantis' effect, and summon out the Baku face up. The next one, Getsuga face up. Hanzo face up. Zelantis face up, Mason face down, because we're done summoning with Mason. Here, we're going to add to our hand, we're going to add to our hand the other scale. All right, we're going to add to our hand a Jogan. So we have this here. Now we're going to go and make a Saizo. Keep the level 4. It's really important that you keep the level 4 on the field here. We're going to activate this. Activate that, and then we can special summon with the Kagero, and we're gonna now dig for our Mitsu. Essentially, we're just trying to build a ton of negates here. So we're gonna go into Daenerys, activate Daenerys' effect. You can draw cards if you want, but let's be smart here. We're going for Hanzo. We're spamming Hanzo. Activate Hanzo, and we're gonna get ourselves a Mitsu. Activate the Saizo, get yourself the transformation so we can get another Omni Negate later on, and we can activate the Mitsu while we control a set card or ninjas. So now we have this to do the little flip-floppy for the negation of monsters, and now we can make ourselves a 3 material Appaloosa, because we can. These 3, Zelantis is kind of useless right now, and Appaloosa. So if you look at our current board, we have a Ninjutsu Art Transformation, which is going to turn the Hanzo into, I guess, our Apex Avian. We have a Mitsu Negate right here. We have Appaloosa with 3. So overall, for 2 cards, a Hanzo and a Tabari, you're still getting to a full combo board, and this is still pretty annoying for people. Alright, this is the basic standard line combo. Depending on what trap you have, if it's not an evenly matched, if it's an actual ninja trap, then you can probably get a double Hanzo play, and it gets pretty gross because you get to load your entire hand with maybe 6-7 monsters before you even pendulum summon. But let's go with something a bit more simple. We're gonna go with a non-ninja trap because that one is a bit more scarce and we have more generic traps. We're going to use this to add a Tabari to your hand when we summon out the Hanzo. More or less, this opening part is the same, so I'm just going to execute it as I declare each move. We have Assault, Link Summon, activate this, add Kagen into our hand, so add Kagen. Next, we're going to activate the Assault. We're going to send one. Once again, we're going to dump this. If we already have it, then that's fine. All we care about is just getting this to our hand at some point in time. And if we get to the other card, the Living Fossil, that means we just get to extend one additional body, which is great, especially when it comes to making Daguerreus. Now we've added it to our hand. We're going to activate the Iron Digger, target whatever monster, typically one of your opponents if possible. And then we're going to activate it. And we're going to banish the Hanzo and pop itself. When it's sent to the graveyard, it will trigger, activating, and we're going to add the Hanzo back into our hand. Now, here's the thing. If you already have Hanzo in your hand, then you would summon it face down onto the field, because once you get to the Zelantis part, you get to put it back face up. But in this case, since I don't have a Hanzo, I am going to add it back to my hand so that Tabari can summon it. And the entire thing is relying on you being able to summon Hanzo with Tabari at this particular point of the combo. Activating the Hanzo once again. This time we're getting Getsuga because we've got a Link 4 plus a Getsuga, which means we have a double Reborn play coming right up. So Saryuja it is. Using all of these monsters as Link material, as a 3 material Saryuja, we're going to activate the Saryuja now, and we're going to summon out the Getsuga. Make sure it's in attack position, otherwise you can't use the effect. And here we go. Saryuja's mandatory trigger activates, and now we're going to use the Getsuga, the Shogun, and we're going to summon back the Upstart Golden Ninja and the Hanzo. Because they're both level 4, this gives us access to Daguerreus pretty early on, and this is going to activate the Hanzo, and you just add whatever piece that you need that helps you extend. In this particular case, I think I can go with the Baku. I think I'll go for the Baku a bit later because I want something in the graveyard for the Baku to actually add back. So instead, I am going to go straight for the Jogan. So I have my scales ready. And when I do the Baku play, I'm going to do it as soon as I do this particular part. So I'm going to go into Daguerreus first, and then I'm going to activate it, detaching the two, so now I have something to bring back. We're going to summon back the Hanzo. And Hanzo's going to activate, and we're going to get Baku this time. Baku's going to help us fetch a card, so that's quite nice. Baku's effect. Summon onto the field. This is going to help us add back our Upstart Golden Ninja. I can leave Tabari in there just for a revival target, but for now, we have this, and let's just reset our entire board. So we're going to go into Zelantis using only the Saryuja, so it resets our entire board. We're going to activate Zelantis. It's in ignition. And it's going to banish everything. Baku can be face up. I think everything this time is going to be face up. I don't have any need for anything face down. So you can be in defense mode. And the last one here in attack mode. We're going to activate this Hanzo. And we're going to add to our hand a Kagero. Now, one thing we haven't done just yet is we haven't done the cross sheep play, so we're going to take 2 non-ninja monsters and create a cross sheep. Cross sheep's there, and now we're going to take Hanzo and Baku and turn that into Mazen. And I'm going to put it over here. That's going to trigger the cross sheep activate, summon back the Hanzo, and now we're going to get ourselves a Kagero. Hanzo effect. We're going to have Kagero, so we're going to get ourselves a Mitsu. One thing we haven't done so far in this particular line is that we haven't even gone into our Saizo to set ourselves one of our cards. So we're going to do that just now. We're going to take our Hanzo, and we're going to take our Shogun. And now we're going to activate Saizo. We're going to set a transformation. Next, we're going to go into Appaloosa. And make sure that we have space for our stuff here. We're going to activate both our pendulum skills now. and we're going to pendulum summon. I'm just going to pendulum summon these two for now, just for a bit of safety, just giving me a bit more space. We're going to go for Kagero, which is going to summon back one of our ninjas, which is likely going to be Tabari, and our Upstart Golden Ninja. This doesn't need any space here. Kagero is going to activate, and we're going to create one of the most annoying monsters out there, which is going to be Tabari. Tabari combined with Mitsu is one of the more annoying defenses because it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect, and you do a little bit of a flip-flop. And from here, you can take the Kagero. Now, if you want to leave some of this stuff out, it's fine. If you want to keep everything here as is, so that your Ninjutsu Art transformation can turn into an Apex Avian, that's cool too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn something into IP. And hopefully, in your extra deck, it's not as doubled up clutter as mine. So that in this particular case, but again, you have like your negate, your interaction, another negate. So this is like the kind of board with two cards, which is why there's like a lot of people that are combo fiends out there. They love just spamming boards like these, and hopefully it gets even better in the future. But this is kind of the rundown of the ninja combos. But if you guys have anything else to add, perhaps change in this particular list, or maybe saying things to change in the lines of play, well, definitely leave it down in the comment section below. I would love to see what you guys do with your ninjas. I know they just get even better in the future, so I am just putting up some basic lines that you guys can definitely try and perhaps incorporate in the future. And that's all I got for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button. If you guys want to see more stuff from MST.TV, I'm doing Cash Tira, I'm doing How to Beats, I'm doing hopefully live games. I'm reworking the studio, and I'm also working on a binder to give away. It's a side deck. Well, it's kind of a side deck starter kit, which will have basically every single Ghost Girl in there, and eventually it'll be given away to somebody. I'm just trying to figure out the correct format, alright? And that's all I got for this video, guys. Enjoy. Check out MSTmerch.com for your NFT sleeves, for your Ultra Instinct sleeves, any of those things. I appreciate you guys for checking us out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.